Hi, it's Lou Agave from Long Island Lou Tequila on Facebook, Instagram, the web, and TikTok. Please subscribe to all my media, and thanks for looking at my YouTube channel. That's the best way to see all my videos, one right after another. They're really good. Today, we're going to do El Tesoro de Don Felipe, and this is Paradiso. And Paradiso, this is the new Paradiso, the new brown label, and this is the C series, okay? So this is the colored label, you might call it. We're going to open this one right up. This is you can't take it with you, okay? You can't. So open these things up, guys. We're going to do a little taste comparison real quick, but we're going to mainly talk about this. I did a review on this already on Long Island Lou Tequila. Check it out. It was last year. And it's really good. Basically, they're made the same way, except, this was, the barrels weren't used as much. They used the same barrels, they tell me. So, obviously, years and years later, these barrels are going to be a little more used for this guy. So, I'm expecting a little more punch on this, okay? Just a little bit. So, De Don Felipe. So, this brand, El Tesoro, was actually put together. It was a joint venture with Carlos Camarena and Robert Denton and Marilyn Smith. So they were pioneers, Marilyn and Bob, bringing all kinds of great quality tequila to the United States. They imported it. Bob was brains of the business end and Marilyn the creative end. And Marilyn actually was the one who brought on board Alain Royer, who was the master cognac blender. Okay, and he came in, and when they created Paradiso, they decided to use El Tesoro, age it, and then use these special cognac barrels that Alain had, and she had a lot to do with the creativeness of that as well, and she brought him on board. So this was their baby, okay? Bob and Marilyn, thank you very much. This is really, really nice. Now, this is French oak, okay? So it's cognac. So it's going to taste a little different from the, the El Tesoro Extra Añejos and, even the ET70s and 75 and 80s and all of that. I think that's all American white oak. So this is going to be a little different taste, all right? And I'm real excited about this. So this, of course, they all come from NOM 1139 in the Highlands and the Los Altos section at La Alteña, which, Carlos's grandfather started. 1937. My goodness, that's unbelievable. De Don Felipe. So, they're treasures. There's no doubt about it. So look for my other review on this guy, and we're just going to do a little quick taste comparison. So Los Altos agaves, all right? Always used, all right? Stone brick oven cooked, Tahona macerated, wood fermentation with bagasso, with the fibers, open air, double distilled and all copper, all right? And they used French oak barrels, okay? Ex-cognac barrels for up to almost 5 years, okay? Deep well water, but Carlos actually took this distillation just about to proof, so there's hardly any water in it, all right? And never any additives, all right? So let's get that out of the way, So let's check these things out, all right? And, just so you know, this guy here, the new version of Paradiso, is probably selling for about $159.99 at Z's Old Town Tequila Superstore. I see them on the internet for $180 to $200, okay? These guys here, well, forget about it. This the Series C, easier to find, obviously, than the other two unicorns, but you're still going to probably pay $275 to $400, aftermarket, if you find somebody who's willing to sell this to you. So, listen, we're going to open this up, guys, all right? Why not? I have a few of them. And we're going to tell you some stories about my exploits to Mexico in November, how me and my buddies up in Arandas found a couple of shops, actually more than we anticipated, had these. We were getting them for $100 a pop, $100 a pop. We got like 16 of them between all of us, really. And then, so this guy right here, a matter of fact, is looking at, it's from 2017. Don't know if you can see that on there. I have a couple that are from 2015. Then I have some 2016s. So, the really exquisite ones, the unbelievably amazing ones are when Bob Denton, was importing and, maybe before 2010. But the A series is, you're never going to find it. It's a unicorn. I don't think I ever had any. If I did, I didn't know it. And the B, I did have some B series years ago. At least someone told me in New York City at a bar. And it was amazing from what I can recall. But all of the ones I have are C series. I call it the colored label. It's beautiful, isn't it? What a beautiful bottle. You know, so obviously it's the Mexican version. But all El Tesoro has always been the same proof. So it's 40 ABV, all right? And that's what this is. Beautiful bottle. So, yeah, I mean, and, you know, now today, this is imported. Obviously not imported. It's a Mexican. The newer versions, as we got towards the end of the run, went over to Fielding and Jones. But the Bob Dentons are the ones, you know, when they really had their hand in here, and Maryland was getting very creative and was involved also, are the ones you'd love to get if you could. So we're going to try to open this now. Actually, it's a synthetic, so I'm not too worried. Right. It's those cork ones you got to worry about, like on those El Tesoro 70s I have over there. Oh, wow. Yeah, and today I want to tell you that we're going to use these new glasses called Joy Jolt Halo. All right, I don't know. I just heard about them. My friend Ryan Barada sent them to me. Very nice guy. Going through some family stuff, and it was very nice of him. He really lifted me up when he sent me those. Thank you, Ryan. So we're going to open up the current version. All right. And we're going to check them out. I don't have much left of this guy. So, don't remember if that's the cap or not, but it's the one that is on there now. The Tahona, nice cap for the new. Maybe it is. Yeah, because I don't think the other one would have broke already. So, here we go, guys. We're going to check all this stuff out. So, you know, the old guy. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know, cherry and honey. Butterscotch and smoke and leather and coffee. Oh, wow. Wow, this is real fruit, dried fruit. Oh, man, this is delicious. Some spice and herbalness. Butterscotch, maybe pineapple. Oh, wow, some light nuts. Oh, God. So, you know, the A series was around in the mid-90s. When Bob Denton and Marilyn Smith were doing their thing and all of that, then it was followed by the B series came out. It was still really good. Then it, you know, became these guys, the C series, which blended right into this. Really not much of a difference in these two. Now, that first A series, which if you can get a hold of that, I think the labels might be a slightly different tint. The boxes could be a little different. I hear stories. That one there was 5 barrels was used. You talk about creativeness. That's when they really got nuts. You know, with this Alain Roy, the cognac. His family's been involved in cognac making since before the French Revolution. No joke. So Marilyn found him, okay? So, you know, that was the baby, you know, the Series A, which had no date on it, all right? But anyway, this is phenomenal. Apricot, vanilla, cherry chocolate. Wow, really nice. So let's just see if we can see a difference. First of all, the color is, I have to say, it's really close. So I was thinking, you know, what I've always heard, you know, I heard they use the exact same barrels that they had here for this. But, you know, common sense would say they did some more runs with these before they got to these guys. So if they're the same barrels, it had to be a little more worn. So you would think maybe a little less oak barrel notes with this guy. And I think that's the case. But not by much. Right. So they might have basically the same color. But I have to say, I like this one. I gave this an 89 on Tequila Matchmaker. I mean, it's just all the same notes, just a little bit lighter, just a little teeny bit lighter. But wow, this is... Here at my house, I have a love for El Tesoro, for sure. And we have the Paradisos all over the place. I really have a deep appreciation for them and the way they taste, as well as other El Tesoro products. Now, there was the Series A, which had no date on it at all. Then there was the Series B, which has been many years since I had a taste of that. And then there's the Series C, as you can see right here. So the A had nothing there, and it was B and C labeling on the others. And I'll tell you, in Mexico, as I mentioned, we were buying so many of them. We got a little nervous because Grover was hanging with us at least the next day, and we had called him to make plans, and he said, you better check and scan those boxes before you buy them to make sure they're not counterfeits. So we did. And you put your cell phone on the Mexican tax stamp. You have to open up the bottles. We had to tell the guy to do that. And we had to unwrap them. And sure enough, it goes right to a website that looks like this. And this is the Marbolette you put your camera on. It takes you right to this website here. It gives you a lot of information, enough to know that it's legitimate. All right, so we're going to take a taste. The old guy. How about the new guy first? Some alcohol, cherry though. Honey, spice. Oh, wow, it's really nice. It's got a lot of the stuff I talked about. It's really nice. Earthy. Butterscotch, excuse me, some fruit, apricot maybe. Totally enjoyable. This is delicious. This is really, it's just a little sweeter, more like a cognac-y, profile over the regular El Tesoro. So I like this. My son loves this as well. Okay, let's try this guy. Not much difference. I'm happy to say not much difference. A little bit, just a tiny bit heavier. But wow, these are both amazing. So delicious. Oh gosh, really, both of them superb. Not much difference, but just goes to show that as amazing as these are, it's those early ones, the Series A and the Series B, that supposedly had the different profile. The A was the one with the 5 different barrels and everything else that they did. You imagine that? That must have been something else. That was a real project. But it's gone on to be, cognac barreling now 4 to 5 years. That's pretty amazing, I have to say, So, guys, I hope you enjoyed looking at everything. And, these things, they're treasures, but, you can't take it with you. So, pop them open. I mean, kills me to do this, but I'll parafilm this now and I'll hang on to it for a while. I'll nurse it, They're hard to find now. I always try to get them when I can, but they're getting expensive, So, Carlos Camarena, thank you. Thank you, Bob Denton, thank you, Marilyn Smith, and everyone involved. It was a creative, amazing project from way back when with the ABC, and even to this day. So, El Tesoro, Paradiso, and this is Lou Agave from Long Island Lou Tequila. You can't take it with you.